Hey everyone, I'm Lydia from Novelty. Today I was intending to film the Cozy Time Fall book tag, and the first question was about crunchy leaves and how beautiful fall colors are and what is a book on your bookshelf that looks like fall leaves. And so I went up there intending to get, one book, and then this happened. And so I decided to just go with all these books and not move on to question number 2. So here we are talking about book covers that make me think of fall time. The Ringmaster's Wife by Christy Cambron. Christy Cambron's writing is so lovely. Her writing makes me want to be a better writer because it is beautiful and lyrical and so picturesque. It just makes me happy to read it. Her plot lines are my favorite. I feel like they could use some help because it kind of seems like nothing much happens sometimes, but her writing is enough to make me keep reading and reading and reading her books. So yes, and look at that. If you for an inside view, this is pretty much the most fall time-ish colors you can go for. Many Sparrows by Lori Benton. As you can tell, it takes place during the autumn, so totally has autumn colors in it. This book is about settlers in Ohio during the frontier days and Indians attacking and killing and maybe possibly kidnapping and then trying to get the child back. And so hopefully that's not spoilers, but it's really, really cool. You should totally read it because it gives a really balanced view of the Indian's life versus the settler's life, and that makes me happy. Knowing God by Name by David Wilkerson, a nonfiction book that is so fantastic. I gave it 5 stars. It is really good to help you have a deeper understanding of who God is and his nature and how amazing he really is, and he's awesome, as in literally awe-inspiring. And I feel like sometimes we bring him down to a human level, and this helps me to realize that he really is the God of every of creation. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and oh my goodness, he deserves our utmost respect and reverence. So this book is really cool, but this copy specifically kind of drove me nuts when I read it because I bought it used, and look at that, guys. Who highlights that much? I'm like, really? What did you not highlight? So yeah, that book kind of amused me because the whole book is that highlighted. So do yourself a favor and buy this book new. The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom, which is another nonfiction book. And I've talked about this book a lot. If you have not read this book, you need to read about it. Her family took in Jews during World War II, and they were also a huge part of the underground in the Netherlands, and they got captured and taken to concentration camps. And so this is her story. Jenny Wren, by Dawn L. Watkins. This was one of my favorite books growing up. It is about a foster girl whose name is Jenny, and she lives with this older couple, and she really wants them to adopt her, and then something happens that she responds badly to, and so she kind of loses her chance at them being her forever family. Life Creative by Wendy Speake and Kelly Stewart. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about this book, but oh my lands. I'm glad it has an Autumnish cover just so I can talk about it again. It's my favorite creative book ever probably. It is written for moms, but I'm not a mom and I still resonate with it and still like it. And this is my second copy of the book because I loaned out the first copy so much that I was like, I kind of want to still have a copy of this on my bookshelf even when this one's gone. Weary Warriors by Carrie Kaufman. This book is about missionaries and burnout and serving God and how to rejuvenate yourself and live a good balanced life. Another cool part is this, as I used as bookmark, is a picture of my sandbox when I was a kid, which was the coolest playground ever. The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Apparently I have a whole lot of autumnish looking books that are nonfiction, but yes, this book right here, you should read it if you have not, because the 5 Love Languages revolutionized my life, and they could probably revolutionize yours too and make it so much better. Alone Yet Not Alone. This book is so cool because it is written by the great-great-granddaughter of these 2 girls here, or one of them anyways, and these girls were carried off by Indians, and it is their story of how they lived with the Indians and then whether or not they escaped. In His Steps by Charles M. Sheldon. This book is a Christian classic, and it is about this guy who decided to live every day of his life the way he thought that Jesus would want him to. So every decision he makes, he's like, Jesus, is this what you would do or would not do? And he gets a whole bunch of the people in the town to follow in Jesus's footsteps also. So it talks about how the town changed and how the people changed, and when they started doing everything how Jesus would. And the last book I have is Cranberry Thanksgiving. You can't get much more autumnish than that. By the way, guys, even though it's a kid's book, you will like it no matter what age you are. At least you probably should like it. And if you don't like it, then I'm sorry, because it is a fantastic book. Go get it out of the library, and if you like it as much as I do, then buy it, because it's so cute and lovely and pretty much the perfect autumn book. So yes, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I like autumn so much, and I hope you like it nearly as much as me. If you don't like it as much as me, that's okay, because I like it enough for basically everything.